What it do, man? It's your boy Euro Got It, aka King Got It, Big Got It. We right here on Amp Live. Tune in. Stay tuned for all the exclusive drops, all the latest information on what I got going on in 2021 right here on Amp Up Live. Let's get it.
Amp me up, never turn me down. This is strictly for the coach. Trill.
Good guys, it's your girl Antonia. We out here amped up live with a very special guest, holding it down from Atlanta. Euro got it.
What it do? What it do? You all right?
I'm so thankful that you're here. I'm definitely trying to tap in Atlanta, and I know you are the man.
Oh, for sure.
From
for
this
sure,
city,
for sure.
all the way out. Doing
For
your
sure.
thing. Tell me about you. Tell me a little. Just tell me a little.
Let me see. Born and raised. I was born on the west side. Moved over to the east side when I was about 10. But I ain't never changed from the west side. I went to school over on the west side. My first feature was West Side Natives. I had Gunna, Baby.
Word.
Yeah, Lil Baby.
You have a. Before we get into your music, hold on.
Okay.
So I saw you went to Morehouse, right?
Yeah.
What did you study there?
I didn't really.
But you got accepted and you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna never downplay being
Yeah,
smart. Like I'm
no,
intelligent
you
as hell. I
are.
just, I was just at the age I was just trying to find my way through
Right,
life.
right,
So
right.
you know what I'm saying? I don't never like feel bad. Like yeah, I got accepted in Morehouse 'cause I'm smart as hell. You
Hell
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
hell
But
yeah. I mean,
just school one,
you
though.
got to be smart as hell because you were faced like 2 life sentences and
Yeah.
another 100 years on top of that.
yeah.
And then you figured out, you studied the Constitution and you obviously knew where they did wrong in your rights.
Kind of, but really, no, not really. That was the work I put in. I did put in that work to look it up, but it's like it all really happened like because of God. Like it be crazy because it's like we always try to plan out life how we think. Like I thought I was gonna get off. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna get off. I knew I wasn't gonna get off, but I still felt like, shoot, I'm praying. Let me try to put forth the work,
Right.
and I put forth the work, but it didn't go. It didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. But that's how life is. It don't never go the way you think it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have faith and just put in the work. Like as long as it manifests itself, that's all that really matters. You know what I mean?
Facts. I hear, you was also growing up, people were supposed to, people assumed that you were going to be a
Yeah,
pastor or
yeah.
a preacher, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in the church, so I was like born in the church.
Wow.
Like yeah,
Wow.
like we had a strict upcoming. Like
Right.
I ain't listen to rap. I ain't listen to nothing. If it wasn't gospel, we wasn't listening to
What?
it. Yeah.
So
that
what
junk
got you in
funny.
the streets? Like what made you, because that's everybody.
It's weird because it's kind of like I don't know. It was like even when I was little, even when I was like 6 in the church, I always saw myself older, like with tattoos in my face. Like I always saw myself being a rapper.
So
Like
what
even
you-
though I didn't listen to me, I didn't even know what was going on in the outside world like that. But I just
Wow.
always saw it when I was little. I just ain't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And it just started to transpire and make sense as I got older.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. So, did you have any artists and when you were growing up, you
Mm-hmm.
probably had a gospel artist that you were listening to, right?
I would listen to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, every one of them.
Dang.
Of
Who
course.
was one of your
favorite?
back then? Kirk Franklin.
No, that's Kirk Franklin the typical. Like that's
Mary,
what everybody.
Mary.
That's what everybody
Nah,
go
nah,
to.
I know.
Yeah, I did like Mary. I used to like gospel rap and stuff like that. Yeah, but
what's that? Lecrae?
like Lecrae, but it was like even a little more like church and I used to like, but I used to like a lot. I liked Vicky Winans. I like John P. Key, Marvin Sapp,
Wow.
Deidre Hatton. I liked a lot of gospel artists like back then. You know, that's what I grew up on.
Right,
So
right.
like, yeah.
Yeah. So you're kind of like the, in a way, you could be like the street savior,
Yeah, that's how
with
I feel like it.
you
That's
know,
how I feel like it is.
because you give them hope,
Yeah.
but you also,
Yeah.
was living.
I'm in
that
tune
life.
because and that be the
Yeah.
problem. Like we got a lot of leaders who want better for a lot of people, but the problem is they corny.
Right.
They ain't been through it. It's like they mean well, so you appreciate the fact
Right.
what they mean, but at the same time, it don't be accepting like
Yeah.
that. Like it's almost like you got a better chance at telling your kids eat a vitamin gummy than you
Right.
do telling them eat this broccoli, this eat all these vegetables right here.
Right,
They
right.
not gonna see. They see the gummy and they be like,
Yeah.
that's candy.
Yes.
But you tell them it's actually good for you. I'm cool with taking it. This good for me, and I take that.
Totally.
So it's kind of like that. Like it's just like I just I don't know. I feel like I make that merge. Like I went through what I went through, and it turned out to be for a purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I ain't never see myself going down that path doing none of that stuff, but it had to happen in
Yeah.
order for me to say I couldn't tell you no story if I ain't had one to tell.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You gotta have
So,
experience.
You
That's
got you
life.
got to.
So have you? Well, do you see yourself, ever in the future being like in a senate or trying to run for office for this city?
If I get around to it, it's really like
You never know. I could see
I
you.
don't know. I feel like I'm slick into politics, but I'm more so into like realness. So it's kind of
Right.
like it's hard to say because it's kind of like under certain conditions. If I had to be something with a title like a senate or a
Right,
politician for
right.
that matter, if it's some corrupt, and I can't be real, I ain't really with it.
Yeah.
I just rather just
But that's why we need people like you. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
of
want
course.
that,
Of
somebody that's
course.
connected and will keep it real
Of course.
and honest.
of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when you were down, studying, obviously, everything when you were trying to get through and get everything, what really motivated you to stay focused? Because some people would give up and be like, I'm facing all this,
Oh, you talking about while I was
pressure.
locked up?
Yeah, yeah.
My
Like-
pops. Shoot, when it was like, it was crazy because my pops came to see me, and I really wanted to know some news from my lawyer because we got rid of that. I wish I remember that name. 'Cause I called him out in the interview. Trash, like
Damn.
trash.
'Cause
Like
you had
really
two
gotta put your-
lawyers, and
I had
then,
two lawyers. I had to get rid of my first one.
Mhm.
He took my money. The second one I had to get rid of. It was crazy, and it was like my pops told me though. He was like, God put us in situations. Like my pop told me this, like, bruh, you gonna get out, and you gonna get out because of my faith.
Damn.
I wanted to hear that. I was like, dang, this is what I need to hear, but I can't say I believed it because it was like, well, I'm like, man, what if I don't get? He was like, you gonna get out, and you gonna get out because of my faith. Like, he said, like, the way life work, he gonna turn the judge against you. He gonna make the DA have the worst thing she could possibly say. Your attorney ain't gonna work for you. Everybody gotta be against you because if it's somebody, if you get the slightest hope that it was somebody else, you will give them credit
Right.
instead of where the credit is due.
Very true.
And that it's like you just have to apply certain stuff like that to life. Like it's a situation where you ain't gonna have support, you ain't gonna have the love being shown. You're not gonna have everything that you think you need,
Right.
but it's like God know everything that you need already. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just it's on you to just keep moving, really. That's it.
Speaking of keeping moving, you
Yeah.
not only that situation, you come out and then you have a situation where your brother got
Yeah, like
taken
months
away,
after that.
kidnapped or
Nah,
something.
he got shot 5 times. He's
What
still here,
the-
yeah.
How is he doing?
He good now. Like he up.
Wow. I'm sure
He
when
up.
so it was a few months after you got out.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah,
And
probably
you
about-
still wasn't like
yeah,
trying to
a
get
few
in the
months,
streets
yeah.
because I'm sure you were like,
Nah, he saved me. He saved me.
To
It was
stay-
like it just be crazy because it's like the way God worked. Like God always be putting people in my life to keep me on the right path. And at that time in my life, it was my brother, even though he younger. Cause I came home and it was in this. I came home 2014, and it was like around 2015 I got in a situation where I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, really.
right, right.
And
But you learned
I
that
learned.
experience. You had to sit
Yeah.
down a little bit.
I learned. It was like, like I got in a little situation. It was just like my bro came to me and was like, bro, you ain't been out a year. Relax.
Right,
Chill out,
right,
bro.
right.
Like, sit down, bro. Like, evaluate. He said, you understand we on the phone, bro. This ain't no jail phone you talking about. I'm like,
Facts.
dang.
Yeah.
So I felt like a sucker. And then it was like God tested my faith. I'm gonna admit I failed. But I failed because what I know to do or what I usually turn to do, I went to that and God put it like a hindrance, like in front of it to where it was like I couldn't do nothing.
Right.
And it was just like, dang, like I was just like, I knew right at that second when I seen it, I said,
Yeah.
bro, this was just a couple days ago and here we are today. And it's like a house being up and then the next day the house ain't
Down,
nowhere. And so you
right.
like, where's, it was
Yeah.
like one of those situations. And then it was like, you know, of course, when he got shot, you know, we back on it again. Like, shoot, we gotta handle our business, and
Right.
it was just crazy because it was like my brother had to tell me, like, man, you know the type of life we live. Karma is real, bro. Once you
Facts.
would go out, gotta come around. It was, I got what I got, but I'm here, bro. Like,
Right.
respect that,
Right.
like. And
Right.
it's my younger brother talking to me. After that, it was just like, nah,
Yeah.
I ain't on that.
You
Like,
tightened up, like.
ever since then, ever
Yeah.
since then,
That's good. That's good.
yeah.
So breaking down into the music scene, when did you get into that? Like when
Um,
did you start? You know, I know you started doing your showcases. Was that around this right
that was
before?
nah, right after.
Right
'Cause
after.
in that same talk, he would tell me like, whatever you do, bro, whatever we gonna do, and like we gonna go hard. We gonna be the best at it. Go
Facts.
hard. And that's where it was like, I ain't know what to do. I think I got on Instagram, and I started, trying to look up showcase. I was like, man, I'm gonna stop just recording and go perform.
Facts. Get
When I
that
did my
exposure.
first, yeah, and it was like 6 people in the club, but I ain't gonna lie, I was still nervous, and it was like I won the showcase that night, and then it was like some more people the next time. I won the next time. It was like it just started getting to a point. I'm like, all right, cool. I caught me a hit. I was like, I'm gonna start dressing like a rapper. Like I was looking crazy as hell. I ain't gonna care. I was looking crazy.
What were you
but
wearing? Like.
furs, I love fur.
Okay. Okay.
I
Peter,
don't know
watch
what
out.
kind of fur it was. Man, I'm coming in the club like crazy, looking like Big
Squirrel.
Bird. No, man, ain't no telling like what. Some of everything,
Damn, as
raccoon, I
long as you
don't
stand
know.
out, though.
Yeah, that's what it
That's
was.
what
Though
you
I ain't
gotta
gonna count.
do.
Like everybody already knew. Like dang, like he looked different. I looked the part, carried the
That's
part, and I
smart.
was just like, it was like every time I got to a certain point where it was like I got comfortable, I was like, all right, it's time to turn it up a notch. So when I got comfortable recording, I was like, you gotta start doing shows. I started doing shows, and it was like it got to a point. I ran that circuit for about 2 years, just
Word.
going around Atlanta, going outside Atlanta, like going to Alabama, just going to different cities, like performing and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Then I was like, all right, cool. It got to the point when people see me, they knew the little local song I had, and I was
Yeah.
like, I got to do something else. I went back on Instagram. I said, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start going wherever these rappers at. I'm gonna just be there.
Right.
Like I ain't finna. I'm just gonna be there.
Gotta do
And that's what I
it.
did. Yeah, like it was like uncomfortable. It got uncomfortable because now it's like I got on all this fake jewelry, and now I'm around niggas with the real jewelry. I'm looking like, oh man, it's
No
different.
cap,
It's different
man.
up here,
Right.
like you know what I'm saying. But it was like I didn't
gotta
leave
work
from
your-
that. You just
Yeah,
you,
stay
you had I had to
consistent.
stay consistent.
Facts.
So I stayed consistent, and it was just like
Right.
I always prayed too, because it's like I said, it's like I just kind of learned the most difficult part about life is we always come up with a strategy and it
Right.
never worked the way we think it's gonna work.
Facts.
And so sometimes instead of people looking at it like, I'm one of the type of people, I'm optimistic. I look at it like, well, my plan didn't work, but it worked. I got where I wanted to go, and I'm appreciative of it. I don't care. I put forth the work, but it came up like this. A lot of people be like, they still be stuck on the fact that they strategy don't work, and they miss the fact that, bro, you got here. It don't matter.
They're
Like
not looking.
you
at the
not look,
broad.
yeah, you're not looking at it like
They
that. So
just-
it's like,
they're just here.
yeah. So
Damn.
yeah, man. It was just levels and levels, and then I got.
So what artists like? Well, before I get into that, I kind of like I'm always under the assumption that it's hard to like get love and support from your own city. How did you accomplish that? Because you are in your city, you know. I don't know. I don't really know how it is. I don't know. Like, obviously, there's many groups and cliques, and you know. I feel like they say you gotta leave your home so people here can love.
A lot of times,
Yeah.
it's just, it's really just, it's different ways. Like everybody got different strategies as to what worked for them. From the outside looking in, I still don't see the love. I know it's, I see the love from supporters.
Right. Right.
But I guess the people who you feel like should be your colleagues and your teammates and like it's like the rap game is like, and I started to get this as I started explaining this on the ground. I'm probably still gonna do it tomorrow. It's like rap game is like the NBA, and it's like all you doing is happy that you made it from college to be able to change your family life. You don't really give a dang about everybody else that got drafted. You glad that everybody got drafted, but it's like I got drafted.
Yeah.
Why you hating on me that I play for the Hawks and you over there at the Bull? Bro, you on a whole nother team. Let's just
Right.
try to get. I see you in the championship.
Facts.
If it's us two against them, but until then, it's like it's a game where people don't see. It's like it really ain't no love. Ain't no love. You just gotta take it for what it is. The people who aspire to be like you or the people who looking up at you, that love is real up
Right.
until they get to that point sometimes. You know, sometimes people just have need for other people, and then when they no longer have that need, they just kind of like, you realize it ain't really love. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And that's just how, but that's life. That's just how life goes. So it's kind of like, you can't focus on the love, that appreciate the love you get, but don't focus on the love at all.
Right.
Because a lot of it ain't real.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, you can't
It could be
focus on
like.
it
but
could be
it
like,
ain't- It could be.
it's just, and it's just business. It
Right,
ain't no, you know what I'm
right,
saying? You
right.
can't take it if
Right.
anybody you don't know personally, you can't take it personally.
Totally.
That's just,
That's
it's
sad.
life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you could apply that on any.
It's with anything.
Right.
Like, it's, but the crazy part about it, it's such a hard pill to swallow, because it's almost like, if you break up with your dude, your girlfriends can be telling you, girl, you too fine. Go get another dude. Go get it's a better one than him. This and the third. Yeah, but it still hurt. Even though I know that, and it's still a healing process.
Yes.
And I salute to all the musicians out there, or artists, or anybody in the entertainment, anybody that has as a human, that have to try to set their emotion to, because we're humans. It's hard to set our emotion. We do a good job at masking. It's hard to set your emotion to the side and just be like, this really hurt.
Totally.
But you got to do it. Like, you
Yeah.
just got to keep rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You got to ignore the love. Got to.
Preach.
For real.
Motherfucking pastor.
Love.
Hero. Got it. Okay.
Nah,
we
for
go
real.
to church Sunday.
For real.
Damn, I love it.
You don't have to go Sunday. You here now.
Oh no, we here every day. Church is in our body. Holy. So when it comes to writing, do you freestyle or do you?
I don't write. I haven't wrote since like 2018.
Wow.
Yeah. Everything is.
You also ghostwrite for people, right?
Yeah, I definitely ghostwrite. But when I ghostwrite, I just kind of like, I usually record it, and then I just go back and
fill it in
yeah,
and stuff.
I do.
Wow.
Well, just write back whatever I said.
You're also a producer. You
Yeah.
produce your like first track on your
Yeah, on my first day, I produce
a
and
couple.
co-produce a couple things. Yeah,
I'm a stalker. You know.
yeah. No, it's
I'm
cool.
joking,
It's cool.
joking. No,
It's cool.
I'm not. But so, like, okay. So, do you feel that you're probably more artistic, having that background as a producer?
Yeah, because a lot of it definitely came from the church. I started playing drums when I was like 4,
Wow.
like up until like 10, 11, something like that.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you were playing at the church.
Like set drum.
What is
Now I would try to play. I ain't eventually get good enough to play at the church. I played at the church a couple times.
Yeah. Getting
Yeah.
it in.
I was going crazy. They had to come
I
tell me,
bet, I
all right, bro, chill out. Chill out. For
Like,
real.
no, this is my time.
Chill out. That was
That's
embarrassing, but
dope.
I was like, all right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So are your parents involved in the church? Are they like elders or is your father a pastor?
Nah. I wouldn't say that. My dad more of a motivational speaker.
That's
He was
dope.
one of them.
I like
My
that.
dad was different. Like, my dad was a minister of the
Yeah.
church, but my dad kind of different. Like,
He's cool.
man, he
Best of
wild.
both
He get on the
worlds.
pulpit. Man, that man would get in the pulpit and be like, y'all niggas need to straighten up. You be like, whoa, hold on, cuz. No, hold on. So it's like, yeah, but I just say he's a motivation. That's
Yeah.
kind of where I get it from,
I
like
can see,
naturally.
I feel that. That's
It ain't no
good.
study. Everything
Right.
just kind of like, I don't like prepare to never say nothing.
Yeah.
I can't, and that's the whole reason why I can't. That's why I freestyle. I can't go in there and prepare to say something and deliver it the
Right,
same
right.
way.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I got to get a raw out of when I record. So when I record, those are my raw emotions.
Wow.
It can't be rehearsed for me. Like, I can't rehearse nothing.
Wow.
If I try to rehearse stuff, it never goes as planned. Like, I always stumble over stuff. I get irritated.
Dang.
Yeah.
So what type of mood do you feel more comfortable in? Like say for instance, some people can't create unless they're like going through like something bad or having some type of emotion attached to it. Do you feel that's you?
Of course.
Yeah?
Like, definitely.
How? Like
I don't know. I apply a lot of my mood. Well, my mood definitely affects. I have to be in the mood to record, whether I'm angry, whether I'm happy, as long as I'm in a mood to record, I just record my mood. I record, you know what I'm saying, like how I feel and stuff like that. I line up a lot of things. It might not be like facts verbatim,
right.
but it'd be stuff that people can attach to themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It'd be like the type of picture that I paint in a song, a kind of like set a mood.
Right.
If that makes sense,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
totally. You definitely, have tons of tracks with some heavy hitters. You got Yella Beezy, Roddy Rich, you got Gunna. You got a dope track too. I think that's Re-Up with Yella Beezy, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Tell
Yeah.
me how that, how your collabs work. Like, what makes you be like, you're the one I want on this track,
Well, fortunately, like, um, let me see. I paid for Gunna. The Gunna feature was a surprise
Wow.
by my label. That was the first feature I ever had. And then was the Lil Baby a couple of weeks later. The Posse was going so crazy at that time
That's
that we
true,
decided to
Posse.
release Posse first. And then we followed up with Kodak that. Roddy Rich reached out to me on his own.
Damn.
And it was crazy because it was like, this wasn't like, this one, I forgot what his first single was. But it was like he hit me up, and I had been coming across his page a couple of times, but I was like, I don't be knowing these dudes like that, so home might be Hollywood.
Right.
And it was crazy because he turned around like a couple of days and said, "You hard, bro."
That's
I'm
hard.
like, dang. Then he came to Atlanta.
You manifested that.
Yeah,
You
of
just
course.
went,
Like
intentionally.
it was crazy. It was like a real movie. Like we go to the club. I ain't got nobody with my team with me. I'm Dolo. We in Blue Flame. Shout out Blue Flame.
Yeah, I was just there the other night. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Facts. But we at the Flame, and it was like he came in there, and it's like my song come on, he throwing money on my song, I'm throwing money on his song, we chopping it up. We kick it for a little while, then next night we get in the we lock in, we knock out 2 tracks, stuff like that. Engineer was really throwing off the vibe. Crazy. He couldn't get it right. I forgot who the engineer was. But
Why? What do you mean, like the
you get thrown off when
audio?
your sound, when your sound ain't right or he too slow and stuff.
Right.
Man.
That's very true.
So we only got 2, but it was like we stayed in contact after that. Like home, good dude, mulatto. We locked in. She, we ran into each other and was like, "Yo, what we doing?" We got in the studio.
That's
The Baby.
lit.
It was love with the Baby as well.
Wow.
The Baby showed so much love.
Working.
Yeah.
So after
T.I.,
2020, what should we
everybody.
expect from you coming up? Because 2020 was a little harsh.
Yeah.
Gift and a curse,
Yeah,
Thank
fact.
God we made it, but
Fact.
other people.
Twitter, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. Like I just got word today. I think we supposed to be dropping March 5th. That's the tape I'm dropping with all the features I just named.
What?
So it's like everybody gonna be on there. Yeah.
So this might be the first interview of 2021 for you, huh? Think about it. We're only 6 days in.
Yeah, we are 6 days.
You had an interview with anyone the past?
Yes, I did.
Who?
Yeah, 97.9 in New York.
Oh!
That's okay.
That was before the verse?
What day I was at Patchwork? The second?
I think it was the 29th of December.
That might have been the 29th. I don't know.
We in 2021 right now. So, yes,
Okay, this is
this
the first one.
interview.
Okay, this is the first one.
Hey, shout out
This
to
is
tell
the
us
first one.
about tell them that we amped up. So,
First one, 2021. It's up.
hey, shout out to Amped Up Live.
No cap.
Already know. So that's what's up. So your label is AE. That's Authentic Empire. How long have you been down with that?
About 2 years now.
Okay. So that's who. But does that mean you're still independent and they help you with distribution, or that's your actual?
Pretty much like that.
Okay. That's
Pretty
what's
much
up.
like that, yeah.
That's what's up. We are in the mecca of like film. Do you see yourself, tapping into that at all?
Of course. I got
Really?
stuff in the works already, but I can't. I don't be want to speak on it. You can't surprise people
Okay,
by
it's
telling
okay,
them.
but y'all know, y'all hear it first.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely in the
We'll
works.
be tuned in, tapped in. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I love that. So, what can we expect from you other than your project this March that you're dropping? What's your goals that you want to accomplish?
Elevate.
Yeah.
Elevation is key. Just go up.
Yeah.
Go up. That's like
All the way
really
up.
it. Go up.
Word,
Yeah.
word.
Go
Do you have
up.
anything?
That's what it is every year.
What's something you want people to remember you as?
Real. Like, yeah. That's it. Like,
Just
always.
raw.
You can't die to freshes. You ain't never gonna die to riches.
Damn.
But as long as people can say you one of the realest when you go, like that's something different.
That's
People
what's up.
leave it. You get way more respect. Like you can sell dope, you can be a killer, you can be all that. Ain't nothing like the respect of being real when you die.
Word.
So it's like,
Damn.
yeah, that's
I love that. So, do you have any advice you could give to artists that are like maybe struggling?
Struggling.
Yeah.
If rapping, I ain't gonna say if rapping. If you in it for like the money, the clothes, the girls, like quit. Unless you just ready to sell your soul. You might want to sell your soul. That's the point. Like
That
for
is
real.
you.
Like no,
Technically,
man.
you're
That's
telling
my
yourself.
advice. Like if you value the materialistic thing, if you like, and it's, I ain't gonna say there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody got their own thing in life. Like some people only see, and that's their life.
Right.
If they only see the glitz and the glamour of it, that's all they want.
Right.
Shoot, sell your soul. Do what you gotta do to get there. Like, get it
Yeah.
by any means necessary. But it's like if you truly value more than the materialistic thing, but you know music is why you doing this,
Right. Right.
or you like you gotta find your calling.
Yeah.
You gotta find your call. It ain't even saying you ain't no good rapper. It's just like life is about happiness.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
Facts.
this ain't gonna bring you happiness. You know what I'm saying?
So, what brings you happiness?
I think like touching people's lives, like feeling like I know I had a call, I have a calling, and I like feeling like I'm fulfilling my calling.
I
You
like
know what
that.
I'm saying? Like when people like walk up, and it's like I don't get a lot of folks walk up and say like, bro, that song or this album or this that. It just be like, bro, you really changed my life, bro. Like
Yeah.
I watched your video, you said this, bro, and it stuck
Damn.
with me. Like that mean, that's like, I feel like low key God looking down, like, yeah, you doing what you're
Damn.
supposed to do.
I
I
love
respect
that.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
July 27th.
So, was that Leo?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
That's
For
not
sure. For sure. What's your sign?
January 7th.
Oh, your birthday tomorrow?
Capricorn, motherfucker.
Dang, what you
Sorry.
doing?
Turning out.
Oh, okay, that's hard. That was up.
So, what's your name?
What you mean?
Your real name?
I don't disclose it.
Oh, you're lucky because if you would have given that, but that would have been like, what's your social? Then I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
we
yeah,
out of
yeah.
here. Let's wrap it up.
Scam alert.
I'm joking. Okay. 'Cause I
Leroy
was trying to look that
Jenkins.
up too. I was like, damn, nobody got that yet. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Soon.
I mean, it's gonna come out by
it will
itself.
eventually.
You know.
But that's good. I like that. That
Yeah, exclusive.
don't tell anyone yet.
Nah, I ain't gonna say no.
Could have been here first, but no. It's all good.
It's alright. I don't think nobody gonna get it. By the time they get it, it'll be over blog sites.
Right.
Before.
So usually before we wrap things up, I always ask artists or anyone I'm interviewing, can you leave a message for people that are tuning in and
Yeah. My message, I guess, would be to be you, cause it's like it don't cost nothing to be you, and you'll never be more happier than to be you. Like if people talk about you for being you, it is what it is. They talking about you for being you, but you know it's a lot of fakeness going on in the world, and the sad part about it is everybody knows what's fake. We know it's fake. Don't think that we're gonna be satisfied by your fakeness. Like everybody's still gonna talk about it. Like the best thing you can ever do is just be you. If it's hated, it's hated, but it's you. Like just do you. Only you gonna make you happy.
Facts.
You can't even fathom or learn how to love nobody else until you learn to be you and love you. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
always gotta be you.
Damn, I love that.
Yeah.
I love it here. I love it. So where can people find you on social media or anywhere?
Man, I'm everywhere, literally everywhere. Euro got it, EUROGOTIT, got it, not Gotti. Don't mistaken it. We manifest stuff.
Yes.
Euro got it.
You got
We
it.
having it. King got
Yes.
it, big got it. Know what time it is.
Hey, and the name
Yeah.
came alone from because you love the foreign, you love that European.
All that. All
yes,
that.
and he got it, manifested
We
that.
got it for sure.
My name is Shmoney. Call me Money.
Okay then.
Okay, that's it. Period. No comma. Well, we could take the commas and commas and commas. That's something else.
Gotcha.
So yes, guys, thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Make sure y'all show love. Hottest right here.
For sure.
We rocking out with Euro Got It. Hey.